It's a Victory Tuesday here on the San Francisco 49ers Report. Chase Sr. here with you. Today's show presented by True Classic Tees. 25% off your order if you use the promo code CHAT when you head to trueclassictees.com/chat. They have everything to add to your wardrobe so that you can look good, feel good, perform better, and also highlight your best attributes. We're talking golf polos, regular shirts, shorts, as well as jeans. Use that link. We'll put it in the comment section and the description of this video. So coming your way on the show, couple of talking points that I want to get to here on the 49ers Report. Is San Francisco back after evening up that record at 2-2? Honestly, they should be 4-0 on the year. In the grand scheme of things, throughout 4 games, we've seen a lot of highs with this football team and, of course, some lows. But can they be one of the better teams in the NFC? We're going to explore it. Nick Bosa, after that performance last night, with what he's done throughout his NFL career, just wow. Some eye-popping numbers that we certainly have to take a look at. Could Talanoa Hufanga be an all-pro safety? According to Pro Football Focus, he is the highest-graded safety in the NFL. And then we're going to do some all-22 breakdowns, take a look at some film, at some of the big plays in this football game. Stay tuned for that. Really excited for it. We'll see how the Deebo Samuel touchdown happened and how the pick 6 from Talanoa Hufanga happened as well. First, though, if you're stoked about this dominance over the Los Angeles Rams, 7 wins in a row in the regular season. Kyle Shanahan continues to be Sean McVay's daddy, and this is a rivalry that has pretty much been one-sided. I want you to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video, because what San Francisco has been able to do against the Rams, very, very impressive. So let's officially begin with this. By the numbers, San Francisco, winners of 7 consecutive games in the regular season against the Los Angeles Rams, and Kyle Shanahan, against his former protege, has now won 7 of 8 matchups against a guy who a lot of people credit to be the young and creative mastermind in the National Football League. But really, I think San Francisco matches up phenomenally with the Los Angeles Rams. They don't want that smoke when it comes to physicality, and that was once again evidenced by the 49ers' defensive performance last night. Really marvelous on all fronts. Matthew Stafford dropped back to throw 48 times in this game. They could not punch the ball into the end zone, and led by defensive coordinator DeMeco Ryans, the Niners able to generate 36 total pressures on 48 dropbacks. Folks, that is almost unheard of. DeMeco Ryans also brought the heat a lot, as we discussed during our watch party, dialing up 14 blitzes throughout the evening, generating 7 sacks. And in the last 3 games total, this defense has given up a grand total of 1 touchdown. Pressures generated. It was certainly generous to see a plethora of Niners chipping in and making it a long night for the Rams offense and Matthew Stafford. Bosa led the charge with 14 pressures. Charles Omenihu tallied 5. Samson Ebukam with 4. Dre Greenlaw, Hassan Ridgeway both had 3. Fred Warner from the linebacker spot 2. Kevin Givens continues to be really underrated at defensive tackle. Niners didn't miss Javon Kinlaw at all last night. He had 2 pressures. Drake Jackson, Deommodore Lenoir, and Emmanuel Moseley also had 1. And what's interesting here, you have defensive linemen, you have linebackers, you have DBs, and you have safeties who are all contributing to this dominant Niners defensive effort. And Nick Bosa legitimately is entering the conversation of being Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL. 14 single pressures in a game is downright filthy, and this guy, throughout his career, throw away that ACL year, continues to be an absolute game wrecker. He's number 1 in the NFL in sacks. He's number 1 in pressures generated, and we're talking about a very unique and one-of-one talent when it comes down to the Bear Nick Bosa. Still so much left to get to here on the show. Continue to hit that thumbs up icon and like the video. First, though, want to tell you about today's presenting sponsor, True Classic Tees, because what they do really is phenomenal, and we're really excited to have them on board as an awesome sponsor here on the 49ers Report. Almost all men's t-shirts are designed to look good on a certain body type. You think, okay, skinny models with 6-packs, but most of us aren't packing anything but a few beers like we were taking down during the watch party last night, and there's nothing wrong with that. My homies out there, my dudes, it's simple. You are wearing the wrong clothes. True Classic Tees, they taper off toward the bottom of the shirt, but they fit tighter around the chest as well as the arms. And they don't only have t-shirts like this. They have polos like the one that I'm rocking for you to fully complete your wardrobe. One more time, it's trueclassictees.com/chat. Promo code chat for that deal to apply. So we continue this conversation with Bosa, and we just marvel at his performance last night against Los Angeles. He continues to play really well against LA. 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, 5 quarterback hits on Matthew Stafford, and 14 pressures. And here's where he ranks among all defensive players in the NFL. His 6 sacks atop the National Football League. 23 pressures in 4 games. That is also first. So at the end of the day, Nick Bosa really is built different. As the Niners continue to dominate the Los Angeles Rams, making them the Lambs, as we were beating the Lamb last night during our watch party as well, just spam daddy in the comment section. Type daddy as much as you can in the comment section because the San Francisco 49ers own the Rams, and they are the Rams' daddy. Coming up next on the show, are there still concerns about this offense, albeit the Niners winning this game on Monday Night Football? And Talanoa Hufanga, a straight-up dog. We're going to take a look at how he made that pick 6 happen and an all-22 breakdown on that, as well as Deebo Samuel. First, though, how about the offense here? So the 49ers offense, I think, the biggest problem with it, they're still lacking consistency, and they have to find a way to put 7 points on the board as compared to 3. Now, part of that comes down to execution. Part of that comes down to Kyle Shanahan being a little bit conservative when it comes down to going for it on some of these 4th downs. I want to see improvements in these particular areas for San Francisco to become a better offensive unit. Right now, their defense, best all-around D in the NFL, but offensively, they rank in the bottom 5, bottom 10 in a lot of important metrics. So for this offense to get better, I want to see George Kittle involved more in the pass game. I understand he was phenomenal as a blocker last night, and that has become his role in this offense, but he just unlocks a different element in this pass game and lets Jimmy Garoppolo be comfortable because Jimmy G loves throwing around the hashes. Find a way to continue to target Brandon Ayuk. And Jimmy Garoppolo has to do a better job, of actually looking his way. I mean, he crossed up Jalen Ramsey on that goal line play where Kittle's touchdown got reversed because he didn't get that foot down. Ayuk pulled off the Allen Iverson crossover on Jalen Ramsey, and he always finds his way open. This is a guy who has 1,000-yard potential. He just needs a better quarterback to get him the rock. As for that quarterback, Garoppolo missing a couple of deep shots again, has to capitalize on those opportunities because if you become less predictable as an offense and more explosive and you stretch the field vertically, what does it do? It helps out the crossers. It helps out those flat routes, those wheel routes, and it benefits the run game. So I'd like to see Garoppolo get a little bit better with that touch on some of those deep shots. And then Kyle Shanahan has to be more aggressive. I hated the call to make it an 8-point game at 17-9 when he elected to go for the field goal and not go for the touchdown on 4th and 1 from the 1. Go for the kill shot, put your foot on their throat, snatch their hearts out, and end the ball game right there. And I think his conservative nature is why some teams come back against Kyle Shanahan and he suffers some of those collapses late in games. So do you think that the Niners are back? Want to hear from you in the comments section. Or is it just one game? Overreaction? Not an overreaction. Let us know right now. Y for yes or N for no. Chime in and join the conversation. Also want to give everybody a round of applause for subscribing to the 49ers Report. We picked up around 500 new subscribers during our Monday Night Football watch party, in which totaled 90,000 viewers. And because of that, we surpassed 64,000 subs here on the channel. San Francisco, we do appreciate all of the support. If you want interactive, informative analysis, hit that red sub button for the best Niners coverage on YouTube. Okay, so let's start to break down some all-22 images here and see how the Deebo Samuel touchdown happened and also how that Talanoa Hufanga pick 6 happened. So I went back, took a look at the all-22, and we're going to bring some graphics here to the table as well. So this really was the game that changed things offensively for San Francisco. So you see San Francisco here. You have Deebo Samuel out wide right here. And this ends up going for a 57-yard score. So Garoppolo, obviously, with the back flank to his right, is going to take the snap, and he's going to fire a quick pass to Deebo Samuel, who does a really good job of snatching the ball away from the DB, as you can see with this next picture, on a contested catch. This could have been a pick six that went the other way. Instead, Deebo kind of came back toward the football, caught it, and what's crazy here is how Deebo Samuel was able to turn garbage into gold and create something out of nothing, which resulted in that 57-yard touchdown. Look at how many Rams defenders are in the picture here. I can count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 Rams defenders in total within 10 yards of Deebo Samuel. You're thinking, okay, at this point, maybe he picks up 5 yards if he gets vertical up the field and just goes straight on a straight line. Instead, he cuts it all the way back, and take a look at what happens next. His speed and burst in the open field and his overall acceleration, rocking those fresh Jordan cleats, continues to be one of one, and it makes him one of the more dynamic playmakers in the National Football League. And at this point, as he goes across the field, there's really one man to beat in this situation. I think this is Bobby Wagner here, who has no chance of catching Deebo Samuel. The lone guy who can bring down Deebo, it's this guy right here. That's Jalen Ramsey, who is saying, oh no, oh no, oh, no, 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 because he has no opportunity to bring Deebo down in the open field. And as you can see right here, Deebo frees himself from Jalen Ramsey, breaks that ankle tackle, and how about the block downfield by Brandon Ayuk here at that 5-yard line, which allows Deebo Samuel to dot the exclamation point and take this ball to the crib. That ability to create nothing out of something is what makes Deebo Samuel such a special playmaker, and that's what made him one of the most valuable players in the NFL last year. To show some love to Deebo, whoa! I want you to type his jersey number 19 in the comment section. Next film breakdown we want to get to here is the play that really salted the game away. So here, the Rams are down by 1 score, and Talanoa Hufanga, who ended up being one of the best draft picks of the Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch era, is roaming here as a safety. Now, his man in this assignment is Tyler Higbee right here, and he is going to motion. If you could go back to that last picture, actually, Trace, he's going to motion out here to the outside portion of the field, which is where Cooper Kupp is, and Talanoa Hufanga's responsibility here is to cover Tyler Higbee in a man-on-man situation. So Higbee settles just outside of the right hash, and it's one-on-one coverage between him as well as Talanoa Hufanga. Now, the number one option in this read is Cooper Kupp, who once again eclipsed the 100-yard mark last year. He's the number one option on this route because what the Rams want to do here is run a little rub so that Tyler Higbee can go up here and run that little rub route to kind of get in the way of this DB, and the hope is that Talanoa Hufanga is going to get confused by that rub action, and then Cooper Kupp here would be able to come around that block from Higbee and then turn it upfield here. But Talanoa Hufanga understands, and he's able to dissect what is happening on this play because he breaks toward the ball. He sees that the rock is going to go out to Cooper Kupp. He diagnosed this play prior to it actually happening, and this is what makes him so special. And from here, so much real estate left to go and one man to beat. It was Matthew Stafford, and it was a house call for Talanoa Hufanga as he threw up the Nick Bosa outstretched hands as that dance that he likes to do after he's able to take down the opposing quarterback for some sacks. So Talanoa Hufanga, his recognition of plays before they happen and his instincts on the football field are what makes him a very, very special player. And really at this point, he is playing at an all-pro caliber level. As I said a little bit earlier, the number one overall graded safety in the National Football League. What he's doing right now truly is special. Huff, huff, huff. He was huffing and puffing on his way to the crib. Type 29 in the comment section now if you love what you're seeing from Talanoa Hufanga. As always, appreciate all of you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe.